care of my skin, how I make it clear and young looking. So no prejudices please, because I'll be really open about how I do it to myself, to my skin, and I hope you could learn from the things that I did not do right and the things that I did correctly. So if you're interested to know how I seem to look this way up to now, then please continue watching. So let's go for skincare. My skin is actually very, very, very dry. So when I speak of very, very, very dry, very, very, very dry, that means that my skin is really prone to wrinkles, even at an early age of probably less than 30. So immediately, when you know for the moment that you've learned that your skin is very dry, or that's the natural nature of your skin, you have to research on how to maintain your skin if that is your type of skin. So the standards for all skin types, whether you have oily, dry, mature skin, is that 4-step that I usually do. It's to cleanse, tone, moisturize, and block. Block is for the sun. Why is it important to block? Especially now, I think for me, it's imperative that I get some sun, especially in the morning, because it helps boost the immune system. At the same time, it's good for the bones, but it's not good for the skin. Regardless of what time it is, you need to block or to use sunblock. So it doesn't really matter what type of sunblock you're using, if it's SPF 30 or 100. The minimum is actually, or it should be, SPF 25. Now, for the practical side of taking care of your skin, back in 5th grade, 11 years old, I was 11 years old, or 12, or no, 10 or 11 years old, yeah. I had my first pimples right in my forehead. So my mom brought me to a dermatologist, and my dermatologist back then was Dr. Makam. I don't know if she's still alive, but she was a bit in the mature side already during that time. So she had me checked by the dermatologist, and that, I think, is the first and only time that I went to a dermatologist for a skin problem. So the first thing that she told me is, how often do you touch your face? And my God, I didn't realize that's the reason, or that's the cause of my pimples, because I keep doing this to my hair. Kasi uso no ng one length na bang, ng bangs pala during that time. So sira ulo ako dahil nga nagkaka-pimples ako dahil sa bangs ko. Ginawa ko yung bangs ko, ginawa kong one length. Ginawa kong one length. So nagalit sa akin yung mom ko kasi parang ang iksi-iksi pa ng hair ko, ginawa kong one length. So ayan, this is a true story, no? Talagang ginawa kong one length yung bangs ko, ganun. So medyo sobrang ikli yung hair ko nung nag-grade 6 ako, 6th grade. Pero humaba din naman. But that was because the dermatologist told me it's because of my bangs. Natakot na ako. But ever since then, when she told me to stop touching my face, kahit anong mangyari, don't touch your face, natuto na ako noon. Especially during this pandemic, na as much as possible, do not touch your face. Okay na okay ako doon. Because since 11 years old, I really stopped touching my face. Much more, I do not like people touching my face. I don't like other people touching my face. So when there was this incident, I had my eyebrows done. And then the one doing my eyebrows touched my face. And she said, "Wow, you really have nice skin." I'm like, in the back of my mind, oh my God, she touched my face. But of course, that was just a one-time thing. And I'm sure that she sterilized her hand before touching my face because she was the one doing my eyebrows. So it's great to get compliments like that, and I realized that starting skincare at a young age will really pay off in the long run. Next is always remove your makeup. I've had some technicians before and even some friends before whom I did their makeup, and they told me that I will slip on this makeup na I don't want to remove it. No, please don't do that. Don't kill your skin. Makeup is good, but after a while you really have to remove it because your face accumulates germs, bacteria, and dirt. And essentially, to be able to maintain good skin is you need to cleanse it always, especially before you sleep. Now, what about if your face is itchy? Do not scratch your face. Again, let's go back to the first one for touching your face. Do not scratch your face and do not touch your face. And hindi rin mawawala ang drinking water. Because when you drink water, immediately it hydrates your skin. It doesn't just detoxify your body and your system, but it also clears your skin. Plus, later on, I will mention to you why it's very important to drink water. Now, let's go to anti-aging. Okay? If you're going to ask me if I had dermal fillers and Botox, the answer is yes. And I had them at the age of 26, 27. Yes, very young. And that was during that time when I was a really, really heavy smoker. I smoked like 2 packs a day. So where did I have fillers for anti-aging? I had for here, intraorbital or for the eye bags. I had also lips. I had lip injections back then because my lips used to be pouty. But because I smoked, medyo nagiging manipis yung lips ko. So I had some injections back in when I was 26 to 28 years old. And then for Botox, yes, I had also Botox. It was more on for making my jaws, masseter muscle, smaller. Because my face, I'm actually square face. Now I'm just oblong. I used to have very angular jaws. But ever since I had that Botox, 12 or 13 years ago, it never came back. So the Botox treatment I had for 3 consecutive times, but on a 3 to 4 month interval each. Was it painful? A bit. Yes, I'm not gonna lie, especially for the lips, it was really painful. But for here, since there was topical anesthesia, hindi mo masyadong mararamdaman. Lalo na yung Botox because it's been injected with a fine needle. So, for the fillers, it was actually addicting because the effect is instant. You would easily see agad that, wow, nawala yung eye bags ko, naglift yung hollows on my eyes. It's addicting and it's quite expensive. It's a good thing that I was connected to a company that is actually promoting those types of products. So it's the reason why we get it, if not for free, for a very, very low price. And the reason why I had to think of ways to compensate if I ever stop doing fillers, what can I do? So for the past 12, 13 years of not doing fillers, what have I been doing in order to address those things? So number one, of course, I quit smoking because smoking actually dries up your skin. It makes your skin like a prune. O, diba? Nakakatanda ang smoking. Next is, since I was the one handling Restylane, I managed the brand. I know how the brand works. Restylane is a dermal filler. It's the pioneer of all fillers. And since it's NASHA, non-animal stabilized hyaluronic acid per se loves to bind with water. And when it binds with water, it has that lasting effect. So, knowing this, to compensate me my not being able to have regular injections is I drank a lot of water. And that's the reason why I'm able to maintain uh, clear skin and lesser chances of having that very, very dark circles under the eyes. Which brings me to my next topic. The reason why people have very, very dark circles under their eyes is because they don't drink up much water. I mean, the signs of dehydration, the first sign of dehydration is dark circles under your eyes. It's not even puyat. Why? So if it's puyat, then my eye bag should be up to here, right? Because I sleep uh, 4 a.m. and then I wake up at 8 or 9. So can you imagine how much sleep deprived I am? I know it's bad, but of course I have my days na okay naman. But again, I'd like to stress that dark circles under your eyes is usually a sign of dehydration. I also stopped smoking and drinking because alcohol also dehydrates your skin. And then of course, lifestyle. I shifted to eating more vegetables than animal protein. For the Botox, I had bruxism before. Bruxism, if I don't know if you know this, that yung pag natutulog ka, nag-grind yung ngipin mo. So I had that for a long time, or for a while, especially in 2008. I think bruxism can be also a sign of psychological issues, because that was the time that my wedding was canceled. So I had so many anxiety, so much depression in my time during that time. So Botox was able to address bruxism. Yung parang nag-grind yung teeth. So hindi na ako nagkaka-bruxism ngayon. And then lately, I was also offered by a friend of this Korean V shape by using threads. So merong threads na ipapasok na ganon sa para to lift your skin. Well, actually, this is actually my dilemma right now, this skin over here, because as you age, your skin is going to sag. Right now, I'm opting for face yoga. If you're not familiar with it, try to Google it or search it in YouTube. There's so many parang videos to teach you on how to do face yoga. It's to stretch and work on the muscles. But just to share with you also, I had a recent Botox injection 3 years ago to get that V shape again. So the V shape or the Botox helped me have that V shape again, but it really is about your lifestyle. And when you try to maintain a good eating habit, then everything will also follow. Eating habit, sleeping habit, exercise routine. Right now, I fall short on the exercise routine because the only exercise that I get is when I take care of my son. Naghahabulan kami. But other than that, I usually just lie down and watch whatever needs to be, I want to watch. If you're thinking of getting fillers or getting Botox, I'd like to also make a disclaimer that when you're going to start doing it, it's a process, meaning it's not just a one-time thing. You have to go back for touch-ups and you have to be able to maintain. It's costly. These fillers don't come in cheap, especially the good ones. I prefer you not to use fillers that have not been tested yet because medyo nakakatakot. And use fillers also that can break down easily with hyaluronidase. Hyaluronidase is the compound used to break down hyaluronic acid. But I hope if somebody's going to do it to you, I hope they don't use it too much because it can also break down the natural hyaluronic acid in your skin. So why do I know all of these things? It's because in my past job, I used to be the head of the derma division. I was head of that division, and particularly we were into dermal fillers and we are into the anti-aging division. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video about me being very open about how I take care of my skin, and I hope you take care of yours. It's high time that we do, and the younger that you start taking care of your skin, the better. It's really going to pay off. Right now, a lot of my friends cannot believe that I think some would even say that I look younger now compared to 10 years oops, compared to 10 years ago. So I hope that you go start with your routine and trying to take care of your skin. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!